a lot of these new clothing, yeah, especially like Hood Rich and Trapstar, their names will attract people to wear it. That's all
because of the culture. Yeah.
Like, so.
What about the DBE thing, the D that you're thing? Obviously, just got beer man just running around yamming crackers and popping pills. Wait there.
You see the music thing, when everyone's saying, music can force you to do this. Bro, you're telling me that the big white gangsters are listening to hip-hop, bro?
All right. Welcome to the conversations from the high to the wagwan to the salam alaikums. I got my brothers in the building today. Got man like Entity Music in the building. Wagwan, brother.
Wagwan.
Got the Prince Akeem. Wagwan, brother.
There.
Got man like Dubz in the building. Wagwan, bro.
Wagwan.
Street activist.
No, we haven't even started. We haven't even started.
It's not about being an activist, bro. It's not about being an activist.
We haven't even started yet, and we've already got somebody that wants to enter the room. Now, whether Dubz or Entity doesn't know, like I put it on my social, on Instagram, to say this is the time we're starting. If anybody wants to jump in and talk about the topic. So today's topic is like music, our music, like black music. I don't really like the word urban. I prefer just call a spade a spade. So the black music that we have, does it influence our behavior, our thinking patterns, and all of that? So before I let our first guest in, let me quickly get you lot's response. Touch on it lightly.
What did you ask again?
Does our music, our black music, does it influence us, or is it just entertainment?
See, I can use it as entertainment. I know how to have a balance. I could balance out the two.
I saw him say, but me know say if me go up with my man there, so one different.
Oh, so you're saying the Prince is lying?
I'm not saying he's lying. I think he's unconscious.
Okay.
As I said, when you watch Power Rangers, the movie, fam, the parents didn't know that Ivan Ooze had them all brainwashed until the very end. So my point is this.
Yeah.
If we were listening to, if our culture, I'm not saying, if we just honed in on, let's just say, your Bob Marleys, your Chronics, your conscious neo soul, that kind of music, we would not be the breeding ground or the feeder club for these young trappers right now. And I think if somebody's saying that I'm wrong in what I'm saying, I'm going to say, prove it. That what I can see and what I've lived through and I've witnessed is, I've saw Garage, and Biggz, you'll be with me. I'm not undermining Dubz or Akeem, but I'm saying our era, we got to witness how Garage got turned dark by Wiley. I'm going to say, I am going to blame Wiley for it. And I'm going to say, when it went from UK Garage, remember, it was bare, like, big uplifting tunes, fam. Like, I'm getting goosebumps, yeah? It went from that, fam. It went from that to... you're fucking beef, prick. I don't know how your front teeth, prick. You know how fuck your cheek, bro. Them kind of MCs couldn't have jumped on the mic when certain MCs were MCing back in the day. Do you understand what I'm saying? It was a very classy environment to the point where going to these under 16 raves that was going to under 18, sorry. You had a pressure to kind of look good, bro, because of the level of the music. Now, I'm a firm believer in the Piper trick, and if you keep playing music that glamorizes hoes, drugs, guns, just throw knives in there or whatnot, it's funny how every single one of us in this room is desensitized to hoes, drugs, guns, and knives. So the proof's in the pudding. I believe that everyone's desensitized, bro. It's normal.
Okay. Dubz, what are you saying?
Does music affects how people act? Yeah, it does. It definitely does. what you listen to, frequencies, what you listen to, does affect what you listen to. Obviously, it's a given, really.
Okay. All right. We've got somebody called Alicia that wants to jump in. So.
Yeah, she don't want to speak. She just wants to review.
She just wants to review. Well, I give her 5 minutes. I give everybody 5 minutes, so she just wants to listen.
Can't you just leave people in there?
I can do, but that's not what I do because I don't really like the fact of, like Twitter fingers where you can hide behind a blank screen. So no disrespect to anybody that's jumping in. If you're not going to talk, even if you was talking, you'd only get a certain amount of time because I don't really want 1,000 people up in there. It's like before, Keem, you just jump in, chime in for 5 minutes.
But you know what it is? You know what I reckon would be best though to do? Obviously, make them throw their questions at man. You get what I'm saying?
As long as they turn on the camera. I just don't like blank screens.
You can't be on some hide. Can't be on some hide. Now's not the time to shine.
I just like to know who I'm talking to when it's such a decent debate. So, is it Alicia or Alicia?
Also,
Alicia. Okay. Her internet is connecting. All right. So, if we had to choose a genre of black music, what genre would we say is kind of the wickedest? That really
wickedest
pushes the negative.
Man, I'm gonna
traits.
try bully up the drill boys.
You don't need to mention drill. I think it actually. I don't mean to be disrespectful to anyone, but I think it absolutely.
The name.
I think you. What's the word? I don't want to be too blunt, but I think this is what I'm saying. You have to be unconscious to think that drill does not alter your mind state at all.
But this is the thing, though, blood.
It's like a slave.
Don't do that to me.
Let me just finish talking. Somebody commented on my thing today, and I shared it. Yeah. Actually, they inboxed me. He said, "Of course, music affects you in a certain way because if it didn't, why would boxers listen to it before they come in?" And I've done it. You see, Biggz, with my last fight, when I won the belt, bro, I come out to Biggz and Drake thing. Then whip it and turn it. But I come out on a Mazza just from Giggs's gas. Like, on a mad thing. So I could tune into what he was talking about. And I'm just like, yo, I'm going to fuck this geezer up. Like, it was programmed in my head from the music and the energy from the tune. That was my gas till I got into the ring, yeah? Now, with this driller thing, Keem can say that it doesn't affect him before he says it. But it's not about Keem right now. It's about the 13 to 18-year-old young.
But that's the thing. That's the thing. What Keem can't differentiate between, like, you can't separate yourself from every black person. You say like, oh, your experiences, personal experiences, but you can't say your personal experiences and apply them to every person.
Okay.
It's the demographic between 13-year-olds to 18-year-olds right now. Let's talk about that demographic that hasn't got the mentality like yourself and hasn't got the experience in the world like yourself to know that, it's just music. These rappers are half chatting shit. Some of these people, we used to believe MCs, bro. We used to believe them. I believe that Biggie struggled. I believe that Biggie struggled until I watched the documentary and then everyone's saying this gas. He had all the latest computer games. He didn't stay a bad day in his life. His mom come and baited him out.
But going back to this drill thing, bruv, I've been to some drill concepts. Where did I go? Lowski, K-Trap, and somewhere else. Well, I've been to a few. Bruv, these are white youths in the crowd, bro. These men are not on no drillings. You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, because the drillers are in the hood, bro. They probably couldn't even...
Ain't that everybody,
probably couldn't go to the
everybody. So what are you saying then? All the beats going on because of the drill music. It's the music. I don't believe that shit, blood.
I'm saying it's keeping the fuel. It's keeping the fuel going and it's keeping up the gas.
Yeah.
It's adding more fuel to the fight.
It's probably adding to the gas, but there's other things that are adding to the gas too.
Like what?
I mean, it's just movies are worse than music.
Yeah,
movies are worse than music.
You know the reason why I would probably question is films worse than music, just because music we listen to every day, and we don't really watch films every day, especially if you're between the ages of 13 to 18. What Entity said. So the wickedest films like the Scarfaces or the black films, the Paid in Fulls.
Yeah, let's go boys to the hood, Biggz. Just go boys to the hood.
Forget that. Menace to Society.
Menace to Society.
But Boys in the Hood's positive though. It's kind of positive.
Not
Boys
No, but you're only seeing it as it's positive now. When you're a kid, all I saw when I watched that film was the shooting and
that shotgun.
I couldn't grasp the concept. Sorry, I couldn't grasp the concept of the guy that was like, "Yo, let me out, man." I couldn't grasp the concept. I couldn't get. I didn't get at the time why he jumped out the car.
I got it. Menace to Society was a negative film. That one mashed up the community.
Both of them.
Menace to Society did.
Both of them were not. They had a message behind them. No, you get me. They had a message. They wasn't glorifying it. Both of them.
I think all of them. Same. Boys in the Hood probably got the positive part when Trey jumped out the car and his dad
was talking
Lawrence Fishburne. He was a teacher in it, so he tried to keep the knowledge. But even in society, there was a thingy in it. The Muslim brother.
Yeah.
That's who Tupac was supposed to play. What's his name? Shakim.
Shaheem.
Yeah. So.
You know what? You know what? Tone that down for me though. Don't Be a Menace in South Central. That just toned all of that down one time. It just took the gas out of all of that.
Even though that was comedy, I was thinking about that. I was thinking, it's mad how they turn that into a comedy, and it's such a serious thing. You get me?
Yeah. The messages as well. When it was bodying the people and they were blaming the white geezer that would just turn up and body everyone.
But you see when he's going message, they were messages. You get me? Saying something deep and then going message. So he's he was still putting the thing in there. You get me? He wasn't just
wow, I never ever
clocked that one.
Yeah, you did see what I mean?
See.
Now you know how you remember, as Dubz said it triggered me because there's a part where what's the youngest Wayne brother? Marlon. His character played my man, the old dog, innit?
Yeah.
Like, and he portrayed like Boys in the Hood at the end, Ice Cube's character. At the very end when they're sitting on a stoop.
Like what they sure don't know and what they won't. That part there. Yeah.
And then when message pops up, when you think about it, you're like, I remember each moment. Or when my man was with his dad on the bed.
I remember I used to just laugh at when he said message, thinking, what does he mean about message? Like,
that's all I ever thought, bro. I've never, ever. I have to watch that again just because you've said that. I have to.
Wait, what? Shaq's here now.
Shaq's in the building.
Shaq's coming here now.
What you saying, bro?
What do you mean I'm just coming now? I've been in the bathroom.
Yeah, Shaq. Go on.
What you saying, bro?
Where's Daz, man?
Yeah, man. What we saying, man? What we saying?
We just started the conversation about does black music affect us?
We all know that answer, man. What, black music?
It's not even, you know what? It shouldn't even just be, it shouldn't be black music. All music affects it.
Yeah.
True. But when we're talking about our people, so say like, the reason why I say black music or urban music as they call it, the reason why I started off with urban music is just because
Better you say specifically what genre you're talking about, because music. There's
not.
I'd say urban. Sorry to cut in. I'm gonna say I think if we say urban as a whole, it helps because there's a few genres that fall into urban. Now the reason why I'm saying when we talk about it's the fact that we have to be wise to the people that are putting the money into these people. Because you'll get a man from the hood, you get a trapper work his way to a certain extent, but then you're gonna get the people that are the what do you call them, the
puppet masters.
Puppet masters, yes. They fund this thing because they want to keep you at the ground floor, bro. Yeah. They want to make sure that your pinnacle, what you look up to in life, when you see all these young youths, they don't want to go and graft and go football training and to be a footballer. It's too much graft. They would want to get a trap star tracksuit, fam, get a line and get to work, bro. Conch to them, he's going to Disneyland.
So all right, then is Trapstar bad for the youths then? The clothing brand. Is that glorifying the lifestyle?
That's a good question.
Not just for me. Everything has its own little image in it. Like obviously, people see Trapstar in certain films or certain images of the look of it, and they automatically all go for it. You remember it's like the Paul and Sharkats back in the day. Everyone went for that because the look of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you never got associated with goodness, bro.
If that's the case, then
Paul and Shark never got associated with wood.
You reckon it did?
Yeah, blood.
Paul and Shark was a proper like it was a road hat you get.
Gunman outfit.
Nah, obviously it's a different generation, but my generation it was the Jordan hats, bro. It was the Jordan hat.
Yeah, the little condom thing.
Jordan hat.
If you're on a bus and you see a man in a Jordan hat, the black one with the blue lines, blood, your pockets are getting tapped. Your pockets are getting tapped.
I had one of them, man, but I went like that.
Yeah,
wow, the brothers that you rode with was probably like that. They did all the tappings. Yeah, it's
so, all right, then cool then. So if you're saying that, go on.
Now,
and then man, the culture vultures then. You like you people like your hood rich and that. But they're trying to profit off the hood.
There can't be a culture vulture.
How can it be a culture vulture if he's black?
Yeah, it's their culture.
A culture vulture.
All right then. All right, cool.
Is someone who's not from the culture who comes and tries to take
and profits.
Just because you're black don't mean you're from the culture, bro. I ain't never seen hood rich in the hood yet.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
Now I get what you're saying.
Hood rich promoted that like how these big brands are out there though. He ain't got he's just doing his little ticket.
Yeah. Nah, he's out here, bro. He's probably one of the biggest.
Wait there, hood rich is a name. It's not.
Yeah.
It's a name of something. It's not saying.
No, but it's promoting. It's promoting that lifestyle.
Promoting that lifestyle.
All right. Well, here's a bigger question. What's worse for a name and a brand? Trap star or hood rich?
They both fall into. The same category because.
Okay then. So you can't differentiate him being not hood but selling hood rich and trap star selling the same sort of items of clothing.
But trap star's message was different from the start, and it.
You know what it is with a lot of new clothings, yeah, especially like Hood Rich and Trap Star. Their names will attract people to wear it. That's all.
Because of the culture. Yeah.
Like so,
100%.
you know, a lot of people like to. A lot of rappers, music influences it as well. And people around on the road, like if someone comes around and says, "Yeah, I'm trapping," automatically we know what that is. So you put that on a brand like Trap Star. Everyone's like, yeah, I'm on that. That's what it is.
That's what I said. Is this what I'm saying? So basically, when you check it, Trap Star, I wouldn't put them on the same level as Hood Rich and the rest though. Trap Star are the originals, They ran with something. Their story is a geezer come up to them and say, "Yo, use like a trap man," and then they replied to the geezer and said, "Yeah, we're Trap Stars, rare," and it started from there. So it was just a conversation, general conversation, a man chilling on the ends, and that's where it started from. So that's organic. But I believe like brands like Hood Rich and there's another one, Take Risks. They've seen the success of promoting that lifestyle, and then they've come with Take Risks and Prosper, and then Hood Rich. Do you get what I'm saying? They've saw what works.
But that's what happens with brands. You see something working, and you think, "Oh, I can do something like that," and you prosper in it. That's what happens with any kind of business, with any kind of brand. That's what happens with any kind of brand. That's what, like a sports.
No, I hear that.
I'm sure that happens. That's a Nike. They probably one of them come first, and they've seen it, and they wanted to emulate what they're doing. I like
Trap Star the most out of all the hood labels. But 100%. You know, the first time I seen the telephone, that kind of rubbed me the wrong way. Where people can just take pictures of being on the phone. I thought, that was really delving it. I think
it was good marketing.
Good marketing. That is, bro.
It is good marketing. I'm not gonna lie. It is good marketing because it looks cool.
All right, because you want to talk about the music thing, yeah. So now you got a young kid from London, from wherever he is in the ends. Now my man's
a young man from where?
You're talking about a young black boy, yeah, from the ends. So Birmingham, London, whatever. He's on. He's just. You know what I mean? He's doing his thing. So he's thinking, yo, for me to get out of this lifestyle, I'm doing a music thing. Yeah. And he jumps on a drill thing.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden he's making some money. Yeah. You know, he's making a bit of money from touring. He's making his money from his YouTube views or whatever. Now, what do you say to him when you say, all right, the music that you're making is negative. I want you to be more of a conscious rapper. See, he thinks, okay, he makes one conscious record. It gets half the views. Man get no peas from it.
Yep.
What do you say to that guy? Do you say, well...
yeah, are you the perfect example? Stardom dropped a Black Lives Matter kind of tune the other day.
Yeah, I heard it.
I ain't seen man push that tune, bro. You get what I'm trying to say? I ain't seen no one.
I saw what's his name put it up? Souls put it up.
Yeah, Souls put it up. Yeah.
Because these pussios, this is what I keep saying to you, Keem, the Grime Dailies and the Link Up TVs, these are the people that are they're the vets of the game, innit? They can blow up a man tomorrow.
Yeah,
they can push conscious rap. They don't push no conscious rap. Cause the same pussy holes that these are the sellout. These are the Samuel Jacksons in Django. They will sell out your Clark. I'm saying, yes, make your story all day about you being in the hood and you getting out the hood. But if you're not in the hood anymore, change the Ross Clark narrative. Because all you're doing is gassing up more young kids coming up to think that that's the way to do it.
But then, what do you say to the guy who's when his pockets aren't as full as they used to be because the tunes aren't popping like that?
Why are you in it for? The message or the money? Are you in it to make? Tupac didn't make half as much money as most of these rappers made, but guess what?
Entity. Wait. Pause.
You understand what I'm saying?
Wait, the entity. So Yaz, you're asking because I find drill negative. Would I ban drill? Would I personally ban drill? Yes.
No, it's not about. It's not about banning drill.
Wait. Let me get there. I would ban drill because to be a drill rapper, it is actually probably harder than you think. Now, I used to rap. Entity used to rap back in the day. So if you jump on a drill beat, you gotta know how to throw some words together. So anybody that jumps on drill can rap. They actually can. They can.
Yeah, 100%. I agree. 100%.
Some of them rappers are sick. They've got some sick.
Yeah, because I love heady ones, the RVs, low skis, M24s. I like Millions from Birmingham. But all of them, if they jump on hip hop,
you say that?
Shit.
They've all got the thanks, Daz. They've all got the same style, bro. They've all got the same style.
They do. Because drill.
It's a formula.
Some of them do.
Drill was one sound though.
So you're asking, how do they make money? They just switch the narrative.
Go on,
Akeem. You just jump on you become an MC, jump on a grind beat. You want to jump on hip hop. What I would take away, huh?
How did Dubz come about his song? I want to know that still.
It wasn't my song. I was just performing it.
What song is Dubz?
Performing it?
Yeah.
I heard King say it last night, but I ain't heard it yet.
It was written
What's
by
the song?
Okay.
What's it called?
It was I Can't Breathe. It's a short film thing.
Okay. I think
it's proper.
Yeah, I think the answer to your question, Yaz, is...
I like that you're just trying to like... Keep.
Yo.
Dad, stop it. Allow it, Dad. You're trying to ignite something.
Wait, Dad, don't try it. Gang's trying to
Dubz came professional. Dubz gave him the professional answer and kept it moving. He gave him the he went back and he just kept it moving.
Go on, what you say, Dad?
I was asking you, like, I don't know, that was just random, innit?
Nah, because obviously, no. I was talking about the Stardom thing, and then obviously I'm saying, yo, like, what's Dubz' story, innit? You get what I'm trying to say? That's all.
I'll post the Stardom thing.
Dubz is acting in that though, like, Dubz is acting.
Nah, that's what I'm saying. Dubz is active, bro. I seen him in the comments and everything. Dubz is out here, bro.
Yeah, we've got to support in it. Support people, support people that you like, that you actually care about what they're doing in it. That
of course, bro.
But then, let me ask you a question.
A little bit of support doesn't it goes a far way.
Let me ask man
I banter a lot, but I'm being serious. Dubz, I rather rated it. I thought it was your tune, so I rather rated it. So I meant to post it up. I'm gonna do it when I'm done.
Safe,
so you know what it is with me? I don't like posting it when everyone posts it. I rather post it like a week later, so it's still in people's mind. You get what I'm trying to say? If everyone's posting it on Wednesday, I'm gonna post it on Sunday. You get what I'm trying to say? That's just
nothing wrong with that. But I think for the music, to answer your question again, I think, just in my opinion, I think the negative connotation from drill is a bit detrimental if you're between the ages of 12 to 18. When we first started, Keem mentioned he listens to it and it's not a problem. I listen to it, it's not a problem because I'm a grown 34-year-old man. I'm not on the roads. I just feel like and when you're young, you kind of listen to the same music.
I'm 33 and it makes me, if I'm 33 and it makes me want to touch road.
Because
over
to you, Daz.
Yeah, man. All right. So we're talking about music now and drill or hip hop or whatever.
Yeah.
The problem for me is that when I put on music here, hip hop for instance, it's like I want to hear a man spitting his struggle, not spitting what is on or what he wants to do. Like, at the end of the day, if a man's spitting his struggle in a smart way, you get me, like a diverse kind of way, spitting bars and that, then I can mix with it. You see what I'm trying to say? But it's just almost like these drill men are just jumping on a beat.
And it's a bit over the top.
Chef man up that. Chef this and chef that.
Yeah, bro, it's just crazy. Like it's right easy to do. Like if man were on road here, then bro, them bars are simple. Them bars are simple bars. So
it's not that simple, but I know what you're trying to say. But I do think if you can make any song, doesn't matter your genre, you can switch. And I think that's, and we can use Fox from Birmingham as an example of somebody who spits pain. You don't even have to have mental health to be able to relate to Fox. I feel like he's somebody.
But it gets boring though. Fox is my nigga, but that shit gets boring. But it's negative.
Yeah, I'm not a massive fan of Fox. I don't want to hear that.
I haven't heard.
I like to listen to music that uplifts me. I like to listen to music that.
Trust me, bro.
Okay, then cool.
I've listened to Fox and shit, but I'm thinking if I do need to check in a mental home, bro.
I'm saying, it depends on the actual person, and if you've already come from road, I don't want to listen to road. I'd rather listen to a nigga that's got his shit sorted, an intelligent nigga. I'd rather listen to a man that's trying to show you where to invest your peas, what to put your money into. I'd rather listen to that.
Let me ask you man a question.
If I want to listen to pain, sorry to cut you, yes, but if I want to listen to pain, I'm going to go and be a psychiatrist and let people vent to me. If I want to listen to real pain and then make a difference with people, I don't want to listen to a nigga that's going to tell me about shifting this key, that. When I could speak to my brethren or speak to people I know and listen to the same shit live and direct, I'm sick of this shit. I've heard.
But let me ask you this then, yeah.
I've heard talk about it. The last thing I want to do is hear some young youth talk about the same shit that I've been listening to from 1998, fam. I've heard D-Block talk about the gulliest shit.
Do you think do you think a part of the problem then is that, all right, so say someone like a Carla now, yeah? He's kind of like the poster boy for conscious rap in the UK, in a way. Him and, I'd say low-key. Him and low-key, but obviously we're talking about black people right now, so we'll kind of put low-key to the side.
Dave as well.
Dave, he's made one or two tracks, but he's not a conscious rapper, I wouldn't say.
Yeah.
He's made conscious songs. He's made conscious songs, but he ain't a conscious rapper. Now, how many, let me ask a couple of questions. Firstly, how many, out of all you man now, how many of yous actually in your car will bang a Carla?
Nah. I don't.
No one. No one minute. Let's be honest.
No one minute.
This is what I'm saying. I don't listen to his music, but I watch his interviews. All
right, but look, there's a point I'm trying to make though. Do you not think part of it is to do with the fact that you need to be able to sonically touch the masses, as in have a good sound and have conscious within the actual lyric. So say someone like Kendrick Lamar, now he can be mainstream and still be conscious because sonically the songs are still going to be good enough for you to actually think I can bang this in my car. Whereas if you listen to,
are you saying Kendrick's conscious?
I'm saying like to Pimp a Butterfly was I'd say that was a conscious album.
I'm not going to call him a conscious rapper.
Yeah.
He's the same like Dave. He's the same like Dave. You can kick it both ways. You can play for both teams. It could come out with the most gully shit. Brother, listening to good Kid, Mad City, listen to the album title. So
have you listened to
Pimp a Butterfly?
If you listen to the album to Pimp a Butterfly, that whole album is conscious. The whole album,
whole of it.
Okay, fair play, Daz. I know you're a Kendrick fan, so I know if I need to know anything about Kendrick, I'm gonna come to you. But what I'm saying is, what I have heard, what is out there, I would just say he can kick it both ways, just like Dave.
But the point I'm trying to make though is that do you not think that more conscious rappers need to be able to still be able to put out tunes that are sonically and musically still palatable for the general consumer? So, for instance, for it to be a good beat with a good melody, but still have conscious lyrics within it, because there's too many conscious rappers that are gonna just be able that are gonna spit over a dead beat and say a million things, but they're not gonna.
They don't need to, because they've got their audience, and they've still got. They don't need the masses. They've still.
But the record label ain't gonna feed into it either, Dubz, are they? Realistically, the people that are pumping money into music, and they're pumping it in certain artist directions for a reason. They don't want your 12-year-old son to be thinking positively, because guess what?
Man,
You don't
they
make
bro.
money for the economy. It's better you be a criminal, because guess what? You feed the feds, you feed the solicitors, you feed the courts, you
Yeah.
feed more mouths by being a problem to society. So they're not going to endorse conscious rappers. It's to do with labels. It's to do with them people with platforms, i.e. your grime dailies and your in-cup TVs. If they
No,
said,
I disagree,
come on.
Entity, because I
It
think
is, man. It's
Dubz,
DJs, they're keeping it spinning.
what you're talking is truth, but I disagree in the fact where Dubz is trying to say, I think Dubz is trying to say that you've got a choice as an artist. You can be like a Carla or Loki. You won't sell that much records, but you're following the message that you put out is the most important thing. Now,
1,000,000%.
And
now,
he'll have a fan base that will
you do have a choice though. You can be like Tupac, because if you know Tupac's music, you would know that it's when he came to Death Row Records and he incorporated the thug life. That's when it's like, okay, now I'm a worldwide superstar. If you're talking Dear Mama and Brenda's Got a Baby, like you're not talking record sales. We're talking Suge Knight, Dr. Dre. So you do have a choice. It is on you, but I just feel like if you want to get signed, as Entity says, that's cool. Like a Fredo, like that's cool. Like that's your lane. Good on you. But if you are a Carla, I may not listen to you, but I know you've got a decent enough following. Like Kano don't really talk about straps and drugs like that, but he's still got a good following. He's not going to hit the top UK 40 charts and get in the top 10. Kano will probably never get a top 10, but he makes the music for the fans that want to listen to something a little bit more conscious, that don't want to always listen to.
Wasn't Garage Skank? Didn't get Garage Skank do numbers?
Yeah, I was about to say that. Garage Skank, man. And
that tune,
yeah, but it's not like a top 10 art. You know, like a Fredo or a Stormzy. They're like always in the charts. Every song in the charts. Every song in even Miss.
Look at Stormzy.
Like, aim for the charts.
Look at Stormzy. Look at some of the music that Stormzy's done.
Yeah.
I think he's
100%.
At the same time,
this is
wicked skend, man.
Yeah. This is what I'm saying now. Listen to this, Keem. I'm glad you said that, because Wiley said it the other day. This is where the black community is popped up again. Wiley's saying that there should have been a bidding battle between black artists that have done their thing to sign Stormzy, but because they got too caught up in the race, everyone's too busy about them. They've missed out on Stormzy and other artists. Now, as a community, we should have more control over our music instead of selling out and running to these labels and being like,
ain't Stormzy independent?
I think he started off independent.
Independent, man. I'm sure he is.
I think he's signed.
He's signed.
Do you know what it is? A lot of these artists, that will be, because at the end of the day, nowadays, you don't need a label. Most of these people, you don't need a label, but what you do need is publishing or distribution deals. And the thing is, with all of these publishing and distribution deals, they're all owned by white people. So even if you're like I'm going to use American example because it's better. Say like you're a TDE, that's black owned label. You know, the label that's got Kendrick, Zara Rashad, all of them, man. But at the end of the day, for them to actually sell, they're going to have to go to a Universal or go to Atlantic and do a distribution deal. Now, them man are white.
Nah, they don't, bro. You got it twisted. You don't need to wait for distribution deals. You can make a tune today. You can know what I'm saying. Yeah, distribution is more to do with publishing and PR and things like that, and they're going to cover you for things like that. But distribution, anytime Dick and Harry can get something put onto any of the platforms now. Apple
What was you going to say, Daz?
No. I was just talking about Yaz's taste for music is good, man.
Yeah. Because when he said that TDE, I was nodding my head like I knew what the fuck he was talking about. I ain't know who the fuck TDE was.
Top Dog,
entertainment song.
I think, all right then, cool. Forget the violence in the music, What about the DBE thing, the D that you're thing? Obviously, they've got beer man just running around yamming crutches and popping pills.
Wait there. We're not going to put yamming crutches on the same pedestal as the violence that you're so against.
But what I'm saying is, though, it's become more commercial since D Black.
No. But what you can do, So why is it now cool to be the ones taking the drugs rather than selling them? So we're talking about DBE, talk about taking lean, Percocet, Xanax, all these tabs and that. So
as I said, I think this younger generation now, bro, they're under more pressure than I think any generation has been with regards to social media. I heard someone complaining the other day, some 12-year-old girl talking about that she ain't got no ass, bro. Like, what the fuck? Like, she's 12 years old, fam.
Man.
You get what I'm saying?
What, someone
So
you know
the
personally
pressure.
or someone on the internet?
So now, obviously, I was having a conversation with my brethren, and he's saying how he's hearing that his little sister, fam, is complaining that she ain't got no ends at 12 years old, fam. So it's a whole different kind of pressure now. Like when we finished school, MSN was the thing. Now, fam, there's everything from every angle, and it's the pressure of being the guy or being that person to have the most drip or whatnot. You understand what I'm saying? So I believe the pressures of society has forced kids to take more drugs to be cool.
Nah, man, I don't believe that.
Go on, Debo, because I think you're gonna say what I think.
These men are just copying America, bro. That's it, bro. That's it, bro.
Yeah.
And then what they're gonna do is listen to the American story, yeah. And all these Americans are saying, "Yo, I'm taking it because of my mental health," and then these youths are running with that thing there, bro. That's what it is, bro.
That's what I think.
The man are listening to too much Uncle Future, bro.
Can I say something as well?
Yeah, it's true.
As well. Like, I personally believe, yeah, that the UK struggle. Like, if you're in the hood now, all right. I grew up on Bowls Green, yeah. It wasn't that bad kind of thing, you get me? But I was around a few hood geezers and that, whatever, the struggle. But I've seen like the struggle of like some of my boys and that. But I just don't believe that the hood struggle in the UK is anywhere near to what it's like in America. And I feel that we follow the music so much here that we believe that we're in the same mental state as them. But really and truly, we're not in no struggle like how they are, bro.
Facts.
Like, don't get me wrong, yeah. Obviously, man's parents have struggled and that, like with money and that, this and that. But most of the hood niggas I know, bro, they still had fucking good trainers to go to school and this, that.
I think it definitely depends where you're from, you know.
Yeah.
Depends where you're from.
Yeah, I hear that. No, yeah, but I feel like
in I can just talk from Newtown, bro. Man of God is fam. You get what I'm saying? Like, obviously, I would.
Who's laughing?
Keem, obviously.
I would go through a thing, bro, where you come out of Newtown, bro, and say I go to a small leaf when I was younger, and it would look like it's Solihull, bro. How everyone's dressed and certain things. You get what I'm saying? But I think it's on the overall, it's not like America, but we're always 10 years behind, bro.
Yeah. And you know, continuing on from what Biggz is saying and what Daz said, yeah, I don't think you can judge a man from what trainers he had. Daz could check the spin on this, bro. I would have looked when I was younger, like I always had the latest trainers, but what I used to do is have the trainers for a month and take them back and spin it. So you can't judge a man by what a man's got or how a man looks when he's coming to school or presenting himself, how you don't know what he's had to go through to get that. He doesn't mean he's patterned at all.
All I'm saying is on the point before, how someone was saying that I feel like we follow in the footsteps of America a lot, yeah. I believe that the hip hop that we tend to rap over here, right? And the hip hop that they rap over there, they talk about real struggle, bushing shots daily, yeah, fucking obviously in places like Chicago, LA, and that they've got real issues, and I just believe that, in the UK,
we're not that bad. We're not as bad as them. Because we
do you think
we have the NHS?
Do you think then that leads to glorifying being in a struggle then?
What do you mean?
So as in, you look at America, you see how bad it is there. Because you're right when you mention NHS things. Like, if you're broke in America, it is third world.
You're broke.
You got no healthcare.
Yeah.
You ain't got no nothing. Yeah. Whereas here, they're still looking after you. I don't care what you say, they're still looking after you.
Yeah. Like,
it's not a good life. You're not it's not a happy life. Yeah.
But you're not down and out like
broke,
in America.
You're broke, but you're not, Yeah, so then what it becomes is, because it's not as bad, but you're listening to what it is in America, you end up glorifying how much you are struggling. When really maybe you're not struggling as much.
Yeah, that's
facts. 100%. The struggle's way different. The struggle's a lot different.
Yeah.
But I think in a sense where the drug community, I think Biggz is right with that as well. Like, we like to follow things in it, and unfortunately, it's not always the good things that man are following. You know, one of them ones there. And I think it's that at the end of the day. And I said it's a thing where though as well, what are we endorsing? It's the music that we are listening to that are making everyone think the same way. It's the same brainwash thing.
Yeah.
But
All
when
right,
you say,
it's the same
let me
formula.
also ask Dubz, because Dubz, you're an actor in it. So as an actor, do you kind of look into what roles come your way, or like,
I ain't done nothing. I haven't done any actual acting like that, to be honest. I've just done
So
you better piss off. Yes, you have, bro. Don't do that.
If a rolling Top Boy came in where he was the drug baron, selling youths conch, would you play it?
It's the acting. Why would I know?
Yeah, no, fair enough. That's what I'm saying.
I would think about it. I would think about it, Keem. Now,
oh yeah, because Entity, you done acting as well, innit?
Yeah. One of my.
So hold on, 200 bags. Hold on, 200 bags. Yeah, to play the drug baron, second man.
Yeah, I'm doing anything. I'm doing anything but rape and gay for 200 bags. I'll shoot down everything, because you know what?
Shoot down everything.
I've come from a background where people around me have done a madness. We've been on the end of a madness and at the forefront of a madness. So if I can have fun on set, playing a role, shooting fake guns, pretending that it's fucking real, trust me, fam, I'm gonna be in my element, and that's why I would play that role.
The issue becomes when you
bags. Let me finish. Let me finish though. So that's that's for 200 bags. Realistically, you're not gonna get 200 bags for that kind of role, yeah. Realistically, let's be honest. Now let's strip it back. My first ever big role, was when I worked with Director X on an Angel video, and I had to shank Angel in the video. At the time, bro, I was gassed. I was thinking, yo, there people are gonna see this. This is sick. Boom, boom, boom. When I look back at it, I don't regret it because I learned from it, but I would never play that kind of role again for the change that I played that role for, ever. Do you get what I'm saying? I was caught up in the gas, and that's why I accepted that. You get what I'm saying? Okay, so there was a television program that was quite popular, and my agent was like, I'm a bit funny about offering you this role, but I'm going to tell you what's available and what it's about. So basically, there was a sex trafficker. So basically, I would have been playing a pimp in it, and I went into it, and I said nah. But that's why I like my agent, because she had that little chat with me before. Not like, oh yeah, I think this is really good for you. Boom, boom, boom. She was like, I'm not sure how you'd feel about playing this role, and I was like, you know what? Nah, I'm good. Do you get what I'm saying? So I think a lot of black actors. Or even people that want to be actors or get into acting, just be very conscious of the role you're playing, and just make sure the check is covering a few things before you sell out.
Yeah, because when Dino done killed Shiro, remember after him, innit?
When what? Sorry?
Yeah, he had some flack for that for a little while still.
Did he?
But all right then, so Debo, you know, like you're a hip hop fan, innit?
Ew.
Okay, so you know, growing up, you mentioned you grew up in Newtown. So do you feel like some of the music that you may have listened to made you behave in a certain way when?
Nah, if I'm gonna do my thing, I'm doing my thing, bro. No music can't influence me to do my thing, bro.
Okay. Do you feel like you influence anybody else?
You know what? You can't. I think to me, that's a poor excuse, bro. When it comes to certain things, bro. You see why?
On a level, Deep. On a level, Deep. Sorry, I'm just gonna butt in here. On a level, 3-6 and that. There's not a channel. There's not an energy for a wave.
Nah, bro. Like my energy is I'm listening to that at that time. Man, know me, bro. Bro, like then, baby. You know me. I listen to Styles P, bro, all the time for the last how long, bro? If I'm really gonna do a madness, bro, I would have killed 10 people by now, bro.
No, but Styles P is not.
What I'm saying?
But Styles P educated though. Deebs is not.
No, but what I'm saying to you is you see the music thing when everyone's saying, music can force you to do this, bro. You're telling me that the big white gangsters are listening to hip hop, bro? It's only black people who sit down and pattern these excuses, bro. To me, bro.
Now, don't you think we're manipulated at times? Like we're easily manipulated,
man, bro. Listen, you see the Super Mafia man who have killed more people than everybody, bro. Them have a par down and listen to some classical music, bro. You understand? Black people let themselves get into them zones to make them feel like it's the music, bro, because it's like they need an excuse, bro. You get what I'm saying?
It's not an excuse. It's just theme music, bro. It's not theme music, bro.
It's an excuse, bro. It's an excuse, bro. Like, Right, so right then for our era, it's an excuse. The drill thing, I don't rate the drill thing.
No, say what about the West Coast then? What about the West Coast for our era? Because I never heard you play no West Coast.
Wait, there's Entity.
I've never been a West Coast guy, bro.
Okay,
there
Entity.
You go,
I'd rather ask Debo, why doesn't he like drill?
Yeah.
Why I don't like drill? I don't
have to understand, Debo's a big man though.
It's just my thing, and it's just the over glorification of violence.
Okay.
You see, what's his name? Yas. Yeah. My man asked and said, "Yo, if man are making money off it, I don't think man are making like all these like heavy ones and that. Them are at the forefront, but all the liquor youths who are they're not making no money off drill, bro. You know why they're not making no money? Cause they can't even go and do a show, bro.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Yeah, they're not
doing no shows, bro. Like,
even when they
get on the Apple Music or something, but they're doing it, bro. All they're doing it for is to gloat at their ops, bro.
It's clout, yeah.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
But they are getting a lot of streams, though. They are getting a lot of streams.
But they don't get paid for the streams.
They just get a small percentage.
But there's a lot of these guys, man, who don't even get on Apple Music, bro. You're just gonna see them on YouTube, bro.
Yeah.
You understand? There's a lot of the worst drill, because obviously Heady One, RV, them man. I'm gonna say them man are drill, but they're not the gully drill.
The commercialized drill.
Where man are getting?
I don't know about. I wouldn't say RV's commercially drill. I don't think.
Bro, listen.
Heady One's at the forefront.
What I'm saying to you is, you see your Zone 2s and all them man there, bro.
Yeah.
When them man are talking about mentioning man who are dead and killing their own cousins and that. Yeah. Them man ain't getting no streams like that, bro.
Nah, 100%. Because
you understand? So
if we bring it to Birmingham,
they're not doing drill to make money from. They're doing drill to just glorify
to snitch on themselves.
The ups are dead,
basically.
It's bollocks, bro. It's bollocks.
Snitch on themselves. But then, Biggz, what I'm saying is, of your era, then wouldn't you say West Coast was the drill?
Nah, West Coast, no, because it's not drill. You know why? Because the West Coast still, at the same time, they're rapping. They was actually rapping what they're like. They weren't rapping to glorify it. They're rapping because it was still at the same time trying to get out.
Yeah,
I don't think these men ain't not rapping to get out, bro.
I don't think any genre of music can compare to drill.
No, but, bro, you know what? You see, Brother Lynch, everyone says Brother Lynch, but these men were doing shows, bro. These men were putting out multiple albums, not just putting out freestyles. These men were putting out albums. These men are touring, you know.
True. When you think about
everyone's gonna say Fat Tone. Fat Tone got killed after coming from a show. Like, these men are actually making money off the thing, so I can't not know one for making money.
Yeah, but they were promoting the fuckery as well. They were glorifying.
Yeah, but everyone's promoting the fuckery, though. Hip-hop as a whole is promoting fuckers, man.
But it wasn't like that originally.
It don't matter. Because
it does, bro. It does matter because you have to realize where it went from.
No, bro. Hip-hop.
It does,
right then, what Daz said, yeah? If you're listening to what someone's saying, it's the way that they're saying it, yeah? But at the same time, if a man's still saying, I killed 20 man, but he's putting it down with a sick flow, and then a man saying, I killed 20 man, but he put it down with a shit flow, end of the day, 20 man are dead, bro. You understand? And it has to come down. Hip-hop has been violent since NWA come through with their thing.
Yeah.
There you go. Stop there. Everyone who endorsed that? Who endorsed that? Who endorsed?
Jimmy Iovine.
Who endorsed
not Jimmy.
NWA, bro?
The Jewish guy.
Bro. The Jewish
but I'm not saying.
They knew what there was on.
I hear that.
That's where
I hear what you're saying.
I hear what you're saying. That's where the fuck we started from.
I hear what you're saying.
But
at the same time,
it's the same formula.
Hip hop as a whole. It's
the same formula.
Since then, it's still violence, bro. Whether it's drill,
they like to put a bad name. Violence. Let me continue from there. Thanks for that, Dubz, and I respect exactly what you're saying. But I had to do some research the other day about how brands got as big as they were, yeah? You see, hip-hop, yeah, before it got to the fuckiness, before NWA, yeah, we're talking Run DMC and that, hip-hop was about, getting your message around about the hardship, about the systemic racism and things like that, real issues, yeah? And brands like Tommy Hilfiger and there's a few other, some of them, Raw went to the hood, fam, and they threw clothes at these people. because they knew that the community was that strong that if one rapper wears Tommy Hilfiger, everyone that loves hip hop's gonna wear Tommy Hilfiger. This is the power that hip hop had, yeah. Adidas, yeah. You know why Adidas blew up? Because Run DMC had a tune called My Adidas, yeah. And one Adidas representative was in the crowd, and when they saw that Run DMC lifted the trainer up and the reaction that he got, this is where the endorsement deal started. Them man got $1 million deal back then, yeah? So that these brands have clocked the power of hip-hop. So then when these Jewish people are looking and thinking, yo, hold on, these people are way too powerful. We need to fucking endorse some fuckery. Now, everyone rates NWA, but NWA was actually the end of a positive era, bro. They were actually the forefront of the fuckery. And then all the other record labels started to fund fuckery. So then the black community started to listen to more fuckery to feel like the guy. If you didn't have an Adidas, bro, back in the day, if you had an Adidas tracksuit, that was basically like now having a full Louis Vuitton outfit on.
Yeah.
Louis Vuitton went shit to rap back in the day. Adidas was the biggest brand. Yeah. When you was a breakdancer or a b-boy, yeah, an Adidas tracksuit was a Louis Vuitton suit, fam. You understand me? So
okay, so fast forwarding it.
People are fed into it. Yeah.
Fast forwarding it then to 2020.
Yeah.
All right. So does anybody actually support drill? Dubz, Daz. Let me start with you two first.
Dubz loves drill.
I do.
Dubz, you're a drill fan. Dubz, you all right?
I'm a drill fan.
You look stoned.
The thing with it is I can't say I'm not a drill fan or I'm a drill fan, but I'm just a big man. So if I listen to a tune and I like it, I can
it's entertainment. But I'm gonna ask everybody. How would you like to?
I don't think the youths can do it, innit?
How would you like to make drill be more or less violent?
I don't want that, bro. I don't want my drill positive, bro. I don't like H.
I'm not saying positive. I'm just saying you can think of more rhyming schemes and
you can't, bro. Drill is. You have to think of the word drill, you know. Drill's coming from drillings, fam.
There you go, bro.
That's where it's coming from. So
drill. When I hear the word drill, I hear like if I'm putting on drill, I want to hear conch. I want to hear drillings. I want to hear I just want to hear drill, authentic drill. It's like going to the flipping.
But why do you want to
hear that? Why do you want to hear that?
Why? But the trap and that, because I just love trap bars.
But drill's not trap though. Drill's not trap.
No, but all right then. All right then. My favorite drill, I wouldn't say the drill artist, but my best man on drill is K-Trap, bro. And K-Trap's talking of bare things, bro. You get what I'm trying to say? So
hold on, K-Trap drill. I thought he was more like a rapper kind of.
No, I was about to say that. Yeah, K-Trap was more.
All right then. You see,
Pence has got both, bro.
You see, Heady One drill.
Yeah.
I mean, Heady One, K-Trap, Lowski. Them man can do both in it. But I don't think now them man do drill. Them man don't jump on drill beats now. Them man's being saying ain't 140 BPM.
Yeah. I agree.
BPM, sorry.
But do you see what I'm saying now, Biggz, about you see how the Jews endorsed the NWA? Now the same music people that are in control of the thing are just endorsing the fuckery again. It's the same blueprint to know it works. Keep the niggas down.
But
and I'm
to be
sorry
fair,
to use the N-word, I'm sorry to use the N-word, but it is the same formula. They know it works, bro. They know it works. Yeah. We would rather listen to what Keem's saying. He wants to listen to that. He's into that.
There you go, but he's not gonna make me do a drilling. I'm never gonna drill in my life.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter,
yeah,
bro.
I don't think it matters. I think as long as you support it.
I'm saying your mindset. I'm saying your mindset. What makes you jump in your car and think, I want to listen to some drill?
Especially the way you said, Keem. You said, I want to listen to some authentic drill.
K-Trap, just authentic, bro. The man said, he said, I walk with a wicked skeng like flips. That bar is fucking cold, bro. Man don't even know what I'm on about. That's hard, bro.
But that's dead, bro.
All right, over to you, Yaz.
That ain't better than the sorry, the shell hit my tooth for cop to spit it out, and that was in 2003.
All right, yeah, that's true.
Yaz, it's dead, bro. Dead.
What about you, Yaz? What do you think about drill music?
I'm not a fan of drill. Is it to do with the violence? I mean, maybe, but I mean, hip hop is a violent genre in general.
But it's not
just
generally
for me,
man.
For me, it's
so what, hold on, man, I never bust a gun lean.
Huh?
The gun lean tune, but that Russ tune.
Yeah,
I'm 34.
I
ain't busting no gun lean.
I wasn't busting no gun lean.
But
what I was gonna say. But what I was gonna say was. What I was gonna say was this: can you use that excuse in 2020 when you can do everything independently to say that, you know, because I 100% agree with what my man said about the powers that be pushing a certain narrative and then that trickling down into the mindset of the youth. But in 2020, when you can do your own thing independent and boss, can you use that as an excuse now? Or do you think it's so ingrained in the mindset?
It's a goal, big man. Yes, it's a goal. That's what them youths are seeing now, and they're thinking, yo, I want to talk the most crud on a track to get my shit posted on Link Up TV's wall. That's their life goals, bro. To get onto Link Up TV when Link Up TV ain't shit.
So what's this stopping a man doing conscious TV and putting up positive black tunes? Like what's stopping man from doing that?
No one ain't gonna tap into it. This is what I'm trying to say. Only intelligent people.
Those positive drill, yeah.
You know what it boils down to?
He made a tune, Renting.
You know what it boils down to?
Wait there, Keem. Let's quickly see what Dubz is gonna say.
Negativity sells with everything, whether it's freaking public, like you'd rather see someone like you'd rather see people rinsing someone than bigging them up.
Okay, Dubz, now we're getting somewhere. Do you feel like, because this is just my argument and my argument only with the music, why I wanted to have this discussion. I feel like as the black culture, especially the Caribbean culture, is easily influenced by some of the violent, the negativity that I think we feed off negativity.
The slave mentality.
Than everybody. Like even our African brothers, I don't think
slave mentality.
They don't feed off what we feed off as African Americans or Caribbeans.
No, they don't. They've got a whole different mindset.
What you say? What's that?
I'm glad you said that. No, he's saying Caribbeans. It's true. It's the crab in a barrel mindset. One man's doing better than you. Let me get onto my man. He owes me something. It's not like let me work with my man. Let me
Lord,
formula.
The African man are the worst for that, bro.
Yeah,
worse for that, bro.
You say that, but it's more African. How many Caribbean?
In the continent, it is a madness. Some of the African countries, they get down to some madness.
Even over here, bro. Even over here.
But I'm just talking about the music at least. The music
but their music, you know, the only thing with that is that the music here, they're just not letting you know what.
And J-Ho's African.
That's the only thing.
There you go, George.
Bro, they're just not letting you know. They're just not blatantly letting you know what's going on.
But don't you think that's a better look to make music like the Asian people or like the Jewish people? There is something that happen like Pakistan, like it is golly, like there's men out there who are young that can hold an AK-47 and rip through bullets. But at least, you know, with the music are at the forefront. So to black people, to white people, you don't really know the funk. But if you look at certain parts in the hood, it goes down. But at least with the music or the films, what they portray is different. The hood shit is more like
it's kept secret. It's kept secret.
Yes.
Don't
you think
private.
The violence that we have or the negativity that we have in our music or films, don't you think we should just keep it in the hood?
As creative as man.
Say again.
They're not as creative as man, and they haven't got that like.
Who? Like the Asians or white people?
Yeah.
That's bollocks.
Are you all right?
There's loads of big Asian Punjabi accent. Yes, it is bollocks, bro, because you don't listen to Bollywood and you don't understand what they're talking about. I know Asian man that only listen to Punjabi music, bro. It's actually big. It's actually massive. What you on about?
You know, that's like a white man saying, like clowning someone for speaking a different, like speaking broken English. But they don't understand what they're saying.
Yeah, of course. So Punjabi is still a big, massive music genre that's positive. That I don't know what they're singing about, but there's big tunes. And then when it comes to the white folk, they've got indie, they've got rock. They've got H if they want to listen to some fuckery now. You get what I'm saying? They've got Ed Sheeran that they can fuck with.
H ain't fuckery though. H is positive.
Yeah,
music.
H ain't fuckery.
There you go. They haven't really got. This is what I'm trying to say. They're not going to do their people. They're not going to do their people. K-Coke's Greek, bro. Listen. So as I was saying here, let me finish what I'm saying. No, it's not. It's a whole different culture. I'm saying
No, but it's the same. It's still a white man, though.
Let that speak. Let that speak. Wait. Let that speak. Let that speak for sure.
Go on.
Oi, would the music industry ever let a white boy come out and say, I'm a killer cracker tonight with my AK, killer cracker, this, that, through the whole track? It wouldn't be done. Basically,
Eminem's been talking about killing his mum for years, though. Still,
yeah, that's that's Percy, though, and there's only one Eminem. It's a Percy thing.
Eminem's just like Eminem can do what he wants, though, innit?
He's on it. Plus, remember, he went to a black man, innit? That's why no white labels would sign Eminem. He had to go with a black man, where a black man just let him do his thing.
Go on, Dad.
Yeah. Like to me, like the hip hop industry is it's almost like supporting and pushing the negative message for us to be out here hating each other, because essentially when you listen to drill, these youths basically, obviously at my big age, I'm not going to be influenced like that, you get me, because I'm smarter than that, but me personally, I'm more worried about a 12-year-old listening to that. And
I want to ask every man a question that I'm cutting, yeah? What was the last song you listened to?
Who, me?
Everybody.
Last song that I listened to was
some R&B, bro.
I'm gonna check my playlist now quickly.
What
was that
Mine's
song?
Lloyd, Player's Prayer.
Yo, it was
Lloyd.
Listen to this
With the Plats, Murder Inc.
Oh, swear down.
Player's Prayer, R&B.
Mine's
432 hertz healing music. That's what I was listening to, mate.
What did you listen to?
But baby, though, you see what's mad with baby? Baby needs to have a future, you know.
No, when I'm ready. No,
future, bro.
No, listen, Dave.
What's future telling you, fam?
Let me explain something. Yeah. Cool. Listen, listen. I got taken. You see, Future. I went to a concert with Akeem and AZ. Yeah, it's a name drop. Yeah.
Wow.
And what I experienced there, bro. Yeah. Anytime I listen to Future, I get that feeling. Now, to me, Future is a big man that took too much drugs and don't care and just smashes bare gal. I listen to him like, yo, I don't want to be like that. So I just listen and think it's entertainment, bro. I listen to it and it's entertainment. But as I said,
you can't say, bro, you know what it is though? That's when it gets mad, because you can't say that music's influencing you, and then now you're saying you listen to Future because you don't want to do what Future's
No, I'm saying. Let me word it properly. Future for me is a wave, and as I said, I'm 33. Because a man saying Miley Percocet, it doesn't mean that I'm gonna phone my link and say, "Yo, can you get any Miley? Can you get any Percocet?" I've gone past that age. I've gone past that. So when I listen to Future, it's raw, a little flashback thing. I'm just letting the little boy in me get on a little wave in my car. But more time lately, if I'm honest with you, I listen to books in my car, fam. I've got Audible. I rather get audio book, and I listen to like The Richest Man in Babylon. I listen to books now.
Oh yeah, talk the things. What was the last song you listened to?
The actual last thing I listened to was some PND, Party Next Door.
Okay, the Canadian.
Man was on Dazzy's kind of vibe.
What did that came?
All right, Dubz, what was yours?
It was a song that Daz sent. I don't know what the song was.
Hey Macarena.
What song was it, Daz?
Disrespect.
What did I say?
As Daz from?
With the saxophone in it.
Okay.
That one today. Oh yeah, this is a soul thing, and it's just about some R&B thing, man. That's
so Bad Man Keen. What was you listening? What's the last song you listened to?
K-Trap Shivers.
Okay.
I think K-Trap shit.
No,
that's a bit much.
Hard, bro.
Yo, but I ain't gonna lie. The last 2 days I've been banging that pot of paper that's come out. The EP.
That's all right. That's all right.
I paid attention to that.
Pot of paper EP.
Jail music, man.
What do we think about Bashment? Do you think Bashment has an influence?
Bashment's the baddest music on the planet, blood. The baddest. I'll defend this to the thingy.
It's ratchet as hell. It's ratchet as hell. It's ratchet as hell. Listen, if you're your mum, or you put it into this, I put it into this. If you love Bashment that much, yeah, would you want to see your Ross Clark mum kinning out to Bashment? Yes or no? No, you wouldn't. So that's what the music represents. If your mum was in a Bashment,
no, it doesn't, bro.
Would you not want? Oh, whatever, man. Listen.
No,
Wait,
it doesn't.
sorry.
Dancehall and
Entity?
bashment's two different things.
Are you asking Keem that? Because did Keem say he loves Bashment? I didn't even hear what Keem said.
Yeah, he does.
Keem's a bashment father.
I love Bashment. Bashment's sick, blood. I love Bashment.
There's equally most positive songs, blood, in dancehall than
Sorry, but you can't clash
equally,
Chronics.
blood.
You can't clash Chronics. Chronics isn't bashment. Coffee isn't
Yeah,
bashment.
but it's dancehall.
clash
Do it
them.
for the love. We not do it for the likes.
It's not
Blood,
bashment, bro. Fuck off. It's not
Listen.
bashment, fam.
Nah, you know what it is?
That's not
Dancehall
bashment, fam.
Dancehall's the music. Listen to what I'm saying to you. Dancehall's the music, and bashment is the dance, bro. So it's the same thing, bro.
Yeah. Would you say that really is the same?
Wait,
thing?
I thought it was. I thought dancehall was the music.
You go into a bashment to listen to dancehall.
Yeah. Bashment's like the club, innit? The settings.
Okay, cool. Well, I think the energy. The way I see gal out and think it's cool to sexualize themselves and young girls to sexualize themselves. Now
that's what
I'm saying. Calypso's worse.
Calypso's a madman. Calypso is a madman.
Way worse, bro.
Yeah, but it's the same Caribbean thing.
Listen, I would rather my gal skin out to Bashment than be doing drugs in the house rave, bro. You get what I'm trying to say? So
we're not talking about that. I'm talking about a 12-year-old. I'm talking about the same demographic from 12 to 18-year-old girls thinking that it's okay.
So what? So that what if you
sounds
get
like shots. Let me finish talking. You know what? It's not shots, bro. Because anything I've done, I own. Man can't tell me nothing, fam. Same way I've gone to raves and I've got on it. Same way I've jumped in the ring and lights out, man. What? It's nothing. I've lived my life. My point is this: the demographic of a 12-year-old girl to an 18-year-old girl thinking it's cool to sexualize themselves because Vibe Cartel's talking about tattoo time come. Love this bitch for me. It's not cool, fam.
But at the same time,
it's the same. It's just the same as
what we just said about going to take drugs. It's the same thing about D. What you just said about D Block Europe when you said about your 12-year-old bedroom sister, though. So it's all the same. You can't just say Bashment's any worse. I'm just saying it's just the same, innit?